Hey everybody, how's it going? It's AgentNemitz and welcome today to the tutorial series, the building tutorial series, as requested in the comments, and I wanted to do it anyways, but I'm glad you guys requested it, is the how to build detailed floors as a sequel to how to build detailed ceilings. Now, of course, this is in my opinion, which it's not always the right opinion. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder, as is said for art. It's the same. It can be applied for Minecraft. So this is in my opinion. Other content creators, other YouTubers, other people might have different opinions. But this is what I think and what I like to use when I am building detailed floors. So I just wanted to get that out of the way at the beginning. But without further ado, let's begin. So yes, I am officially back to Minecraft, by the way. I'm glad to be back, and if you haven't been paying attention to the videos, been doing some snapshot videos. Unfortunately, there wasn't one this week, so you can't go check it out, but I will be posting them as they come along. Anyways, the first little doodad here, the first little building. Now, these are just little mock builds, just little facades. You know, I didn't really put much detail into them. For some reason, I put way too much detail into the choices once I especially got towards the end. Doesn't matter. It's mainly the floors that we're looking at, and this is just in a little, like, imagine this is a building. So there's many different ways you can detail. As you can see, there's even more than this, but this is just ideas. Height variation is a big thing, and we have more height variation down the road. But height variation is huge. It's something I like to do when I have a big space, not necessarily a small room like this, but a bigger space. Height variation is huge. You can raise just the edge. You can have maybe a warped floor, have lower spots or higher spots, whatever you want. But this also allows for having options like this underneath, right in the middle, not here, but right in the middle I have the soil, and if you have these boots, not specifically netherite, but soul speed 3 on your boots, then you will be able to run faster. You see that? Compared to this, way faster in the middle, right? So that you can add a little bit in there if you have more than one block of space for your floor, which is pretty unique. There's also redstone things you can do, but you know, I'm not I'm not a redstoner. I'm just showing you building stuff right now. So the second thing, this is playing right along with this. Instead of doing like on this level, you can drop it down a little bit, have an even lower floor if you have that room to play with. Having more ceiling or head space is really nice. The windows here I would probably lower. I was messing with it a little bit. It still works here, but yeah, you can drop it down. And this is the other one was using slabs here and then full block. This is reverse. This is having slabs on the edge and then a full block here. You can even do stairs here, which would look good and stuff like that. This is just a different type of way to do this, you know, just a half slab differentiation. That's so that way you can still walk up without having to hit your face and then jump up. By the way, as I'm going along, I'm also showing you different block combinations that I think look good together. You can use these or whatever you want to do. So this is a similar style, but this is a flat version rather than having it a half slab or a full block lower. This is just a nice little border around the edge with a very clean one block on the inside floor here. I think this is really nice. I use this a lot, and even in combination with different styles, as we'll see later. But it's a very simple and easy way to detail your floor, and having flat floors for a smaller area is nice, especially for places you plan on decorating and doing interiors and living spaces in. Flat floors are essential, so then you can put a bed here or a couch or whatever you're going to decorate with. You can put it in here and it won't mess up, like with the floor and everything. It'll go very easily. In here you can see a different version. Instead of stone, we have wood, and you can use the stripped wood as your border, which works very nice and very well, I think. And then just this works with all wood types, not just the spruce. I think it looks best with the spruce. Spruce is my friend. But yeah, you can use it with all the different types of wood combinations. I like to use this quite a bit. sticking right along with the spruce theme, as you can see, this is a little bit different of a texture, and if you're wondering what it is, it's actually a barrel. It's the underside of a barrel. If you look at the opposite side of where the little silver piece is, this is what it looks like. It's just a spruce like bottom with a border around it. So that's what I used as the floor, as a little bit of a differentiation in the spruce here. It's very slight, and when you get like at a distance, it's really hard to tell the difference, but when you're up close, it's just enough to where it catches your eye and you're like, oh, okay, I like that. And if you're not a fan of spruce, which I don't know why you wouldn't be, but anyways, there's an option similar to that with oak, and you can use beehives. The top of a beehive is like a smoother, wider plank version of the normal plank. So instead of having, what is it, 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, you have 3. And then it also has a border around it. It's a little bit lighter. This one, I've seen a lot of people use this. You can use it as the border even if you want, like use it as a border around it. Looks good. I've seen people use it as like, what's it called? Trim pieces. It looks good like that. I mean, there's many different options with these beehives rather than just using them for bees. Right here is a classic type of detailed floor. Now this is for people who aren't as like, I guess, OCD or whatever you want to call it, and it's for if you're okay with messing stuff up a little bit. You can put stairs in the floor, and now you even have the option to waterlog stuff, so you can just grab a water bucket, and if like maybe there's leading to a drain or something, or it's like wet outside, maybe you can waterlog one, and that even adds even further level of detail that won't even really affect you. Just interesting ways you can detail stuff, you know, putting in stairs as like dips or warps in the floor. Like I said, spruce is my favorite, and the trapdoors, ever since they added the mixture or all the different trapdoors, that adds a whole world of possibilities, this being one of them. Of course, you know, you just have trapdoors underneath, and so you can go and hide under the floor, so it makes for a different type of hiding. It looks cool, because, you know, these trapdoors look cool with the little rivets or nails, whatever you want to call them. But this can also double as like a secret. Now, which one was it? I forget. Which one? Aha, this one. It has a chest underneath, and you can store some diamonds in there. So it's like function, but also looks cool. And then right here, as you see, I'm mixing a few different styles together. I'm using the trim, which looks good. I'm adding some dips and some height variation in the floor. I'm adding the trapdoors and the barrels, many different things. And look, you can use the barrels as well if you need extra storage. Decorate your floor something special, and then, you know, you have extra storage in the floor. You can hide your diamonds another way. I don't know why I keep using diamonds. It works. Getting closer to the end here, these are some wilder ones that we get to towards the end, but this one here is an exaggeration of the differentiation in floor heights. This is like, maybe it's a ruin type build, or maybe it's just, you know, the ground floor that's unfinished basement. I don't know. There's many different options you can play on, but just putting dips in the floor makes it breaks it up nice, because it's like you're not just walking on the same surface for a whole, however big your basement is. It's like, oh, look at that, it makes me step up here, wonder why that is, or something like that. It just adds differentiation, which is huge in creating a nice looking atmospheric build, in my opinion. Now, I've been dabbling with the modern style a little bit more recently. You guys haven't really got to see it yet. I plan on doing modern type builds on the channel eventually, but, you know, usually I do medieval type stuff. But I wanted to put this in here if you're a modern builder and you're looking for something to do. Now, you can take this carpet out of here if you want. I did want to say carpet is an option. That's more of an interior decorating thing, but that's always an option to like hide lighting. You can do that really easily, you know, because it makes it look cleaner. This is very sleek looking, very modern. Like I said, probably a modern rug would not be all messy like this, but yeah, I mean, you can take this away. You can put a special design in the floor for a modern type thing. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. It can be just some type of shape. It can be a logo if you want to go all out. Many different options here. But with this rug, what I try and do with rugs, I did do just like, I just put randomness to it before in the where I wanted to put carpets and wool, but now I think of it as what's a high traffic area. So like I'm imagining, oh, they walk this way quite a bit, because I know that in my house we kind of have high traffic areas compared to not as high traffic. And like, oh yeah, like this is more of a high traffic, so maybe it's like a shag rug and it's pushed down more here than on the edges where it's not walked on as much. So there's different ways to use carpets to your advantage. That's one thing I try and do, but you can do just sporadic and differentiate it, or you can make it completely flat. It's totally up to you. This one is kind of out there. I wanted to use these new stripped textures. They sound so weird when you walk on them. I don't know, but I haven't got to play with them very much, so towards the end I started to use them a little bit more. But this kind of works for almost like a disco floor. You could throw in the acacia if you wanted, yeah, and add a different color. I mean, there's so many different options. But I've used this type of floor before. I've used it with, I think it was acacia, and I think I had spruce, maybe it was dark oak. I don't remember, but so there's like an option like this. This kind of looks disco-y, but you can even do it with this style here, and just have it like a different type of floor. Every other block, very old school. You can even go with black and white if you wanted. I'm trying to think what's the new one. Is it? No, it's just Blackstone, isn't it? Yeah. You can go with just the classic black and white if you want. I mean, it's totally up to you. Whatever you want, you can do it. It's your Minecraft world, and you're the one who's building, right? It's just got to look good to you. So whatever you want, you can do it. And finally, this is playing along that same style, but instead of doing two different ones, using all the same block. So with here, I used the stripped birch wood. But yeah, you can do all the different types of stripped woods if you wanted. But it just adds for a nice look. Like, I don't know what it reminds me of. Almost like a tile. That's kind of what I'm thinking of, maybe. It looks like a tile flooring, but it looks like something else. I can't quite put my finger on it. I just like how it looks. I haven't used it in a build personally, but I plan to in the future. I like it. It adds a differentiation. You can even put a border of beehives around if you wanted to. It would even look cool that way. But as we come to the end here, I hope that these tips help to inspire you. Maybe you can expand upon them, take them down further paths and use them, whatever you need. This was just examples, and on a very small scale. Like I said, a lot of them you use for bigger scales, some of them you use on these small scales. The potential is limitless. You're only limited by your creativity. But if you need some inspiration, this world will be in the description down below. A world download will be attached down there. You can go and download this world if you need it. Obviously, you can just hop into a creative world and recreate stuff, but just trying to make it easier for you, to help you inspire you the best I can. And hopefully this helped you. If it did, I'd appreciate a like. And if you aren't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. I personally am a builder, and I like to build stuff like this often, and I use styles like this very much. Yeah, so that's that. And I hope you all enjoyed. Again, if you did, leave a like. I'd appreciate it. Subscribe if you're new or haven't subbed already. And I will see you all in the next video. So take care. Have a great day. And bye-bye.